Hello everyone and welcome back to another watercolor tutorial. Today we're painting something simple but fun, just a few birds. We'll be working on layering colors, adding texture, and just making them look as vibrant as they do in real life. So grab your brushes and let's dive right in. Today is day 16 of the October challenge, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do support this dream of mine to become a full-time artist. Thank you so much. I won't be speaking that much today, just a few tips here and there. And I started most of these birds with clean water just for the pigments to mix well, to blend better and to create a more interesting effect. Let it dry, add details, let it dry, add details, as we've always been doing so far. Then when I'm satisfied with the colors and everything, I might add some highlights with white gouache and some details with the pen I'm always using on my videos. I will let in the description of the video for you to know the name of the pen. My colors today are mainly browns, orange, yellows, and blue. I thought the blue would look nice and make it more vibrant. Regarding the shapes I'm using, basically break the bird's body down into simple geometric forms. For example, the body could be an oval and the head a circle, and then this makes it easier to get the proportions right. If you are going to do a sketch before, use very lightly the pencil so you can adjust as you need before you really do the painting. Even in stylized or simplified drawings, knowing bird anatomy helps, of course, and to study bird references to understand how the wings, tail, and beak connect to the body. Always pay attention to the beak size and shape, as it varies greatly between species. Focus on the eyes. Birds' eyes are often the most expressive part, as for almost every creature on the planet, and make sure to place them correctly and highlight them by using darker shades around the eye and leaving a white dot for the eye reflection. You might even consider using a fine liner or a tiny brush or a pen to achieve more detail. Use gradual color builds, start with lighter washes and slowly build up layers to create depth and richness in the bird's plumage. Birds often have complex color transitions, of course, so blending between colors is key. Using clean water to soften edges also as needed, because it's an animal, it's nature, it's rare to see that much hard edges, okay? Avoid rigid or overly detailed feathers. Keep it loose, keep it natural. Vary your brush strokes. Use a variety of brush strokes to mimic the textures of the feathers. Small, short strokes for tiny feathers and long, sweeping strokes for larger ones. And also experiment with dry brushing for feather texture. This will help a lot to make your painting look a little bit more interesting. So birds often have vibrant plumage, so don't be afraid to push your colors, experiment with them. You can also exaggerate the colors to make the bird stand out, even if it's not exactly like the real thing. Again, our October challenge is all about just practice and get in touch with your creativity and try different types of brush strokes. So really just don't be afraid. And if you are going more on the abstract bird direction, really do experiment with unconventional color schemes like purple wings or very orange body types, and that makes it more playful. So a little bit like we are doing here today. So for more realistic feathers, you should practice gradients. Feathers on birds are often have gradient color transitions, and practice layering down a wash of one color and gradually introducing another while the paper is still wet to achieve a smooth blend is very important. For example, birds may have darker colors at the tips of their wings and lighter shades near their bodies. Use these transitions to create the depth you need. Another thing that is interesting is basically to be bold with dark values. Many beginner watercolorists hesitate to go dark, but dark tones are crucial for creating the depth and contrast in your bird paintings. Don't be afraid to use strong dark colors in the shadowed areas of the bird's body, like under its wings and around its eyes. This contrast will make the lighter areas pop, creating a more three-dimensional look, which is what we are looking for. If you are going for a more comic type of bird, big beaks are great for it. Look how funny the bird looks. And I think it's just a fun way to portray birds.